team was formed back in 1946 as the Navy set out to demonstrate its precision flying techniques. The act soon caught on, and in the years that followed, the Blue Angels have performed before more than 122 million people. These films taken back in 1957, and one of the many performances here in San Diego. With the passing of time, the maneuvers became more sophisticated and perhaps more dangerous. Diamond rolls, solo opposing knife edges, solo spacers, and other maneuvers designed to draw a gasp from the spectators. But there was no room for error. An air collision over New Jersey 5 years ago forced the Angels to switch from the more powerful Phantom jet to the slower, less powerful Skyhawks they now fly. There was more tragedy last year when an Angels pilot was killed at El Centro. And then yesterday, something went wrong with Lieutenant Curtin at the controls.
Oh, my God! Oh, Jesus.
The jet down, a comrade dead. The other Angels did not forget tradition. They circled over the crash site, still in formation, still refusing to break ranks. And the tradition of the Blue Angels goes on, even in this time of tragedy. Further evidence, this sign. The show always goes on, they say. They will be here Saturday and Sunday.
You hear all the talk about the Navy having trouble keeping people, and then you go to Miramar Naval Air Station, see all the planes the Navy is flying, and particularly the Blue Angels, in for free air shows tomorrow and Sunday. The Blue Angels fly hard and are aimed at recruiting and retaining good people.
The Navy is having retention problems, as is the Air Force and all the services in the United States. And we feel that if seeing one of these air shows can inspire a couple of our contemporaries to stay in the Navy, then we've done our job.
After words of caution from a crew chief, the pilot, Jim Ross, told me I was to be treated to a mild version of what happens during a show. As we sat on the runway, waiting for clearance, recollections of past air shows brought visions of spins, rolls, and loops to the mind, and sweat to the palms of the hands. We couldn't take a camera with us, but last year's show provides an idea of how it is in the air.
The air show is pretty violent within the cockpit, especially the solo people. The diamond, they're flying very, very close together, and they can't be moving their airplane very quickly, otherwise they could have problems.
We had no problems on my flight. A few loops, rolls, spins, a 4-point hesitation roll, pulling both positive and negative Gs, things that make reporters forget about notebooks and deadlines. The gates at Miramar open tomorrow and Sunday at 10. The show starts at noon, with the Blue Angels performing at 2:20. I.J. Hudson, News 8, still high from a ride with the Blue Angels at Miramar.
That's some ride. That's a mild ride they gave me.